Hey guys, today we're gonna be laying down our Poppy's Patina Clear on Project on a Dime. So stick around, we'll be combining the gloss and the matte for a satin finish. That's right, a satin finish on Project on a Dime. This is gonna be good, stay tuned.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out.
All right guys, so here we have it. We got Project on a Dime, we got our all prepped, and by prepped I mean we've got it rusted like you saw in the earlier videos, and we went ahead and then washed it, and actually washed it with a hot water baking soda to neutralize some of the acids and everything that we put on it from promoting the rust. So we don't want that to come through or continue to rust underneath the clear coat. We are using a product called Poppy's Patina. We've used them in the past. Brian over at Poppy's has been an awesome supporter of our builds and our projects, and we continue to use their products and have been very happy with them. Typically we wipe it on. Today we're spraying it on. It's not typical for us. We're not a full-blown body shop. As you know, I don't paint cars very often. We're not set up to do that, clearly. And honestly, if the temperature is right and the wind is right, I might even spray this thing outside because it is what it is. It's our Rat Rod themed shop truck, so it doesn't have to be immaculately perfect, but I want it to be right. All right, guys, so not a direct how-to, but basically today we're going to be taking his, Brian from Poppy's Patina, his gloss, his matte finish, combining them for a satin finish. That's right, you mix these two 50-50, add your catalyst to protect it, and you got yourself a satin sheen. And we're gonna be laying that on with our spray gun with a 1.4. Here's the tailgate. I just love the look. The rust came out so good. It's a 1.4 tip on our spray gun. We're gonna be shooting at around 40 PSI. That's our Eastwood spray gun. We've had good luck with that. As you can see, my son didn't clean it very well. Ugh, we won't go there. Here is the tailgate. Like I said, we had ground this down to enhance the patina or the rust, and we got the streaks and the runs and everything bleeding down. That's permanently stained on the white now, and we just want to lock that all in and preserve it all in with the Poppy's Patina. Because, you know, people are like, oh my God, it's going to keep rusting and this and that, and you've ruined that truck. No, not at all. This is pretty normal. We've done similar things like this in the past, and the Poppy's Patina is designed to do just that. Lock that in, seal that rust, and prevent it from further rusting. We're gonna go ahead and clear coat our bumper as well, our bumpers. I'm actually gonna shoot the rub strip. I'm gonna shoot it all after we tape off the glass and obviously the lights and stuff that we don't want done. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish prepping this and getting everything taped off. Then we're gonna wipe the whole truck down with their grease and wax remover. I've also got some tack rags. We're gonna tack rag it, we'll set up our gun, and we'll start spraying it. All right, the tedious process of taping everything off continues, and this is the worst part of painting a vehicle, in my opinion. I mean, I'm sure some people are going to complain, because clearly the people who painted this truck in the past didn't care too much about it. But we're not taking some of the weather stripping out, because as you can see, it's in rough shape, and if I even try to remove this, you ain't getting it back in. It's going to come out in pieces. So we will replace it. Again, this is projects on a budget, so we'll do that as we can, but in the meantime, we're just taping off all the weather stripping and going from there. All right, we are all taped off. I think I got everything that we don't want to spray covered. So now we're gonna hit it with some of the rags they supply us and the white, not the wipe on clear, with the actual grease and wax remover. So we're gonna give this thing a complete wipe down. And then we're gonna blow it off once, you know what I mean, because it's not a perfect environment in here. I gotta see how windy it is outside, make a decision whether we're spraying it inside or outside. And then hit it with a tack rag and start laying that clear on. So I'll wipe her down with the grease and wax remover, which is just simply wiping it with a cotton rag that they supply, just to make sure you didn't leave any grease or residue behind, just so you get that better adhesion. All right, guys, like I said, I'm gonna hit it with the grease and wax remover, which is basically just wetting the rag with the grease and wax remover that they supply wiping it on the truck, and then hitting it with another one to dry it if need be, to get any surface contaminants or oils. And they always provide you with scuff pads, applicator pads. Like I said, this is a wipe-on clear coat. So you can go ahead and wipe this on, and we have in the past, and I'll show you another truck that we did that on. But this time we're gonna go with the spraying, so we're gonna give spraying a try. So again, I just wanted to mention that. We're gonna be spraying it on this time. All right, I don't know if you guys remember this. Our Rat Rod shop truck. This is our other shop truck, indoor wrecker. It's been all over social media. But we used the Poppy's wipe-on clear with this truck here. And that was a year ago. As you can see, it's still holding up quite well. And it's basically been sitting out here all winter. So it didn't exactly have a easy winter. But I just wanted to kind of show you the wipe-on clear coat. It is good as well. I just want to try spraying it. I think we can get a better finish. All right, guys, so decision made. I decided I'm going to spray it in here. I'll have the fans on low. There's not a big breeze going down, but it keeps some of the air circulating, and I'll have the door open, so it'll help push some of that fumes, and obviously everything's going to get atomized. But we'll go slow and hopefully control some of that. It's all grease and wax remover has been wiped down. It is dry now. I'm going to go ahead and wipe it with the tack cloth. Then we're going to mix up our clear and our matte finish, so a 50-50 mix. So like say you did 4 and 4, and then it's an 8-to-1 ratio for the catalyst, which keeps everything protected and hard. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix these up after we go ahead and wipe this down, and we'll start shooting it. All right, guys, as we said, we're gonna go with the matte and the clear to give us a satin finish. Excuse me. I'm gonna go 8 ounces of the matte to 8 ounces of the clear to keep things simple. So it's a 50-50 ratio, which brings us to 16. Our catalyst is 8 parts to 1, so that'll be 2 ounces of catalyst. It's going to bring us up around the 18-ounce mark. Put it in our cup, dial in our gun, give a test spray, and start shooting it. We'll start with the roof and work our way down, and as well as hitting the tailgate. The only wild card, honestly, and I've never sprayed, is this rub strip here. I hope it adheres to that and it doesn't end up looking ridiculous. That's the only wild card. Let's do this. The first coat has been laid on, and as I promised to Steve, I would leave the I Love Drafts bumper sticker on. It's the only one I left on the truck because it is rad, so we're leaving it. So right now it does appear glossy. It will satin out as it dries. So stay tuned. This is gonna set up for about 20 minutes. As you can see, the rusty areas soak it right up. And then once it's set up for about 20 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and shoot it with the second coat. But it's laying on nice. All right, guys, there it is, 2 coats, and I actually did 3 coats on the roof, the hood, and the tailgate. I did have a few runs on the bedside that I chased out. I think I got, for the most part, I think I got them. Again, not a professional painter, but all in all, I think we got it. We got a good layer on there. Clearly, it's gonna coat the patina surfaces different than the painted surfaces, but all in all, we've got a good coating on it. It's looking good right now. I think it will, or should, flatten out as it cures and as it dries. It's going to get a little bit more of a satin look that'll kind of blend together. So what we'll do is we'll let this set up a little bit, then we'll start untaping it in about 20 minutes and then move it out in the sun. All right, guys, here it is out in the sun. It's only been like 15 minutes, but honestly, it's already dry to the touch. I did have a few runs that I run some tape on to help clean that up a little bit, so we're letting those set up. But all in all, those aren't bad. Here it is out in the sun. It is glossy. However, it's already starting to satin out a little bit, but again, it's already dry to the touch. I'm not going to go ahead and put my hands all over it, but here's the first look at it. I'm going to go ahead and untape stuff before the tape gets all embedded into it. Perfect. And then I'll go ahead and give you a good walk around. Once it sits out here in the sun for an hour and bakes on there, and kind of give you a better feel of what it's going to look like. All right, guys, it's been about an hour. I'm going to go ahead and show you the results. I still think it's going to satin out some, but it looks pretty slick. Well, here we go. We got like a half sun, half shade picture of the tailgate. Again, pretty glossy, but this one had 3 coats along with the hood and the roof, just because they were flat surfaces. I did have some runs This fender here, you can't really see it unless you're like way back here, and then you can kind of see it, but the patina and stuff hides it really, really, really well. Again, it's dry to the touch right now, and I think this side's in the sun, and I'm gonna let it bake, and then I'm gonna flip it around and let the other side bake, but kind of just give you a look of the truck. This stuff is freaking rad, dude. It's pretty easy to use, minimal taping. I went above and beyond as far as, yeah, we sprayed it. You can literally wipe this on, and we have wiped it on that truck over there, so we've had good luck with that as well. But spraying it does give it a little bit better of a sheen, as well as far as like laying it on a little smoother and a little evener. That's the look overall, and a big thank you to Poppy's Patina for hooking us up. They are one of our sponsors on this build, right here, and thanks to them we were able to get this thing preserved. That look is now preserved, and honestly I love it. The next step is we're going to get this thing, the grill, the lights, the clear taillights we have, all back in this thing. That'll be one quick little episode we'll do for that. And then we're going to do another episode where this thing heads down to Plastown, New Hampshire, to Stitch's Garage. My buddy Rick Pierce is going to be lettering the doors. That's right, hand lettering the doors. The guy is phenomenal. Pinstriper, hand lettering. Oh my God, it's freaking awesome. Some of the stuff he's done for me. It is incredible. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank Poppy's Patina for our sponsor. We're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. And the next episode, we'll throw the grill and the lights and all that stuff back in there. And then it's down to Plastow for lettering the doors. And I got a great idea from my son for the bed, because the bed is all ripped up and bumpy and stuff like that. So we're going to be getting that too. So thanks for watching. Scott.